channel where we all can learn and grow together. If this is your first time, I want to welcome you and thank you so much for joining me today. And I would encourage you to join the family. Hit the subscribe button, the bell's notification, so you don't miss out on anything. And I just want to continue to show my appreciation and my thanks to everyone out there who makes this a beautiful experience, who supports my channel and everybody else's channel and supports each other. It's a beautiful thing when everybody can support each other, and I really appreciate it. And it is Friday. It is another Motivation Friday video. We made it through another work week. It's coming up on the weekend. I know winter's coming on. It's getting cold out there. Many of different people out there has been experiencing snow and ice and different things. I hope each and every one of you is able to stay warm and still be able to get the things done that you're wanting to get done. I hope your week went awesome. I hope your weekend goes even better in spite of the cold. We're going to still press in. We're still going to do the things that we want to do and get the things done that we need to get done in spite of the cold. I know we're going to have a few months of this, but spring is right around the corner, and it won't be long. Different people be starting seeds inside and getting gardens going and different things like that. So, we got a few months of this cold, but spring's right around the corner. And but I want to talk to you today. Some of the best songs ever written out there sometimes only has 3 to 2 musical chords. There's a lot of notes that fits in with those chords, but like even for a guitarist or somebody playing the guitar, a lot of those really cool, the best songs that's been around even from the 60s, 70s, 80s has been really good hits, and songs that we still like listening today. A lot of them has the most simplest beats, the most simplest chord changes, just 2 or 3 chords, but yeah, they have the very good lyrics, just something straight, simple, and we enjoy listening to them. Some of the best recipes in the kitchen, some of them are actually the most simplest recipes. Sometimes it's 2, 3, 4 ingredients thrown together, make something that everybody could come around and around the table and enjoy. Some of the best recipes out there sometimes has the simplest ingredients and simplest recipe to follow, and they are boy, I love to eat. Some of the coolest objects or coolest tools or coolest things that we can build in our shops or do for each other is just something so simple that when we get them done, it's like, man, it's simple, but it's outstanding. It's beautiful, and everybody can enjoy it. And I want to use those analogies to encourage you. Sometimes, even myself, we tend to overcomplicate things. We try and make too much out of something like a project we're wanting to do, or something we're wanting to accomplish. Sometimes we got to have this complicated scheme or complicated plan that ends up getting discouraging because we overcomplicated things. I do that a lot. I'm part of the biggest guilty, so this is something, I got to sit back and take my own advice on this. And sometimes we just got to sit back and make things more simpler, have a more simpler process, have a more simpler plan, and be able to stick to just keeping it simple. Sometimes it's hard. Sometimes we want to, keep achieving bigger and better things. But sometimes reaching those higher goals, sometimes it's just sticking with what's simple. Sometimes football teams could win the biggest games by just sticking to the fundamentals of the game and sticking to what's simple and what works. So sometimes we don't have to always overcomplicate things. I know sometimes when I look at new recipes, I want to cook because I do like to cook in the kitchen. Sometimes when I want to look up a new way of making things, you could Google, and sometimes there's something where you'll see one recipe and there's 4 or 5 ingredients that gets the same thing done, and then you look at something else and on the same type of, like even like biscuits or something, you know, you could look at another recipe and it's like got 12 ingredients, and you know, almost sounds like a science experiment just to make something simple. But sometimes if you take the most simplest recipe for whatever you're wanting to cook, usually ends up being the best recipe. So whatever you're wanting to do or accomplish, even if it's something that you're wanting to do over this weekend, just think about the fundamentals and the simplest things. And that's one thing I need to work on myself. Sometimes we get going on these plans of ours and it gets a little complicated. But if we just step back, keep it simple, stick to the fundamentals, I guarantee you, as long as you put your best foot forward, you're going to find success. Sometimes it's just finding your start and being able to get that first step in there, that first cut, that first whatever you want to do. Just get in there, get that first step, but also keep it simple. And that's basically today's Motivation Friday topic. I'm not going to drag it out much longer, but I just hope you had an awesome week. I hope your weekend goes even better. Anything and everything you're wanting to accomplish this weekend, even if it's being lazy. Sometimes we got to have our lazy moments too. If you're working real hard and trying to accomplish things, every now and again it's good to take a step back and just breathe a little bit. But I hope whatever you're wanting to accomplish this weekend happens for you. I hope your weekend goes awesome and you stay awesome, stay safe, also stay warm during this winter. But find your start, reach your goals, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.